Can't hear you. He's messing. Is he messing with us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
So where'd you go eat?
Reinhardt's. One on Bel Air.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
I had it. What the hell is that?
I'm just sending it out. That's what I wanted to do.
Bryson, heard you had a real shitty situation last week.
Yeah, did you get that fixed?
Yeah. So, oh boy, was it crazy? Main sewer line. So about a year ago, we had a big tree fall in our yard, and they had I guess when they built the house back in '54, they used thin wall PVC.
Yeah.
So back in '54.
That's when the house was built. '54, and it just crushed it, and good.
And it stunk.
Listen, we cut one pipe, and I went to go pick it up, all over me.
Dang.
And I got a weak stomach as is. So,
I'm so glad you missed the show last week, dude. I would not have want to seen that.
Nope.
What the hell is wrong with this mouse? Josh, how's your week been, man?
You did join. Say what's up. We're going to start the podcast. We're going to start the recording for the podcast here in a minute. Stay what's up in the chat. Giving our week one picks. Everybody's excited for week one here. Coming up just a few days. Actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow's technically week one, I guess. There was actually some good games this past weekend. I actually watched week 0 a good bit for the first time in a long time.
I got comments on it.
What? Oh. I hadn't
Yeah, boy.
Dogs. Go Dogs. Jimmy.
Make sure to tell us if the audio's off or everything's okay. I think we're good, but
Saturday, Jimmy. We're getting rowdy. 14 TVs in one house.
That's just too much.
Yeah,
14. Yeah, 14. 14's a little much. You got more TVs than you do games.
Look, I had when I lived in Sharpsburg, I had the ability to have, 5, and I did that once, and I came to the conclusion 3 is the max.
I can't watch more than one.
3 is the max.
Say what's up in the chat if you joined. We're about to start here in just a second. I'm going to start the intro, and then we'll go. Everybody good? Everybody got all their picks ready and everything? And everybody do any? All right, got the notebook.
RJ with the Fighting Irish.
Newsom.
Yep.
Newsom in the chat.
Yep. Ryan Newsom.
All right, I'm gonna give it about another minute, and then I'm gonna hit the record for the.
It's a good man right there
for the show.
He's not gonna like me in a little bit.
Oh man. A lot of big games. We won't be live. We want to go live for some games. Can't go live this week. I got family coming down, but plan on going live for. I might go live Thursday night football. Actually, probably just be me. But
Josh, you've done
Colorado, South Dakota State or North Dakota?
No. Thursday night football, like NFL.
Yeah.
And Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, we got family. I'm gonna have family at my house tomorrow. I'm not gonna be. All right. Once he comes back, we'll start. Are the Braves playing tonight? What's he got on back there?
Yeah, they are.
The Braves.
I think
We're going for a sweep against the Twins.
1 at the bottom 4.
You good, Preston? You good over there?
I'm good. I had to take care of something real quick.
Okay, take care. All right, we're going to start the intro. See y'all in a second.
Oh, you didn't know?
What's your thinking? Was he a quarterback?
Your ass better call somebody.
Texas would never be back. I'm putting that shit on my grave. Horns down on my grave, son.
Dabo is going to wheel his boys to a big victory this coming Monday.
A big victory. It's damn Georgia Tech.
That game ain't a top 50 game, man.
South Carolina gonna go in there and they're gonna get these Spurs.
Shout out to the boys again, going another 4-0 on the parlay, hitting again. 8-0. We are 8-0 on the season. If you listen to the podcast, you want to win some money, tune in.
No dogs.
Go Tigers.
Roll Tide, roll RMFT, roll motherfucking Tide.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the College Football Weekly Matchup. Week number 1. Picks and preview. Had a good week 0. We saw a few good games. We had a few notable games. A big upset in week 0 that I don't think many people expected. Some people did expect. I heard a dude we have in the chat over here did call the game. Mr. Newsom here tonight in the chat. But back for week 1, Josh, I know you're looking forward to it, getting to see Bama play in just a few days. I know it's not too big of a game, but I know you're excited to see your new coach and new team. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, man, really looking forward to this new era of Alabama football and the new regime with the new coaching staff and new defensive scheme and seeing how they can adapt. Western Kentucky's going to air the ball out as much as they can. They did bring in some transfer receivers. They do have TJ Finley. I think they only have 5 returning offensive starters, but they're going to be airing it out. I expect them to score a little bit on Alabama. I think there will be some hiccups in that secondary to start the season.
Gotcha. We are live here on YouTube tonight, so if you are in the chat, make sure you comment. What's your favorite game for week 1? We got somebody that commented here. I don't know.
Bryson, are you chill?
Bryson, are you chill?
Yeah, we're pretty chill over here. I'm chilling. Just a chill podcast, very chill.
Well, Bryson, he brought you into it right away. How was your week? How much you got Miami coming up week 1? We're going to talk about here in just a little bit, but
in the swamp
season.
Yeah, I'm excited. I just want to give a huge shout out to Coach Hayes. Honestly, he's been helping me a lot, kind of calming me down. I've been kind of stressing about this season. Coach Hayes, what a great guy, great mentor.
Saw Georgia Southern announce their quarterback today.
Yep. I'm excited. He made me more believe that we can get more to 6 wins. He was kind of walking me through it, so I feel pretty confident.
Oh, when it goes bad, it's gonna be real bad.
Yeah, when it goes bad, I'll just play Coach Hayes. But besides that, I'm excited. Best time of the year. Got a great week 1 ahead of us. Cannot wait.
And Preston, finally, obviously, we both got. We're going to be head to head here in just a few days. Sadly, it's at 12 o'clock, but
that was stupid.
We will be watching. Well, how was your weekend, and how much you looking forward to that?
Weekend was awesome. Stayed home, didn't do a darn thing on Saturday. Sunday, went up to Atlanta, got to spend some time with my mom. On the way back, I was really just getting my mindset. I was like, it's game week. It's Sunday. We get college football. We get big-time college football games this weekend. I'm so excited. It's the best time of the year. Like, don't ask me what I'm doing on the weekend. I've had some people ask me, they're like, Preston, you want to come over and watch the game? Hell no, I don't want to come over and watch the game. I'm going to go sweat it out on my couch. We got a big matchup on Saturday. On top of that, I've had some other people, hey, Preston, you want to play golf on Saturday?
You don't do that.
Are you kidding me? It's the weekend. We got college football. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting on the couch. But I'm so excited for this weekend.
Definitely. I don't even go early in the morning just because if you're a betting man, you can't go early in the morning before college football and NFL. Bryson, go ahead and hit him with it one time.
A hottie toddy, baby. Best punter from a frat party. Shout out Lane Kiffin, your 2024 SEC champs.
Oh, what? Oh, Logan, no go dogs, not in this podcast.
You are listening to the podcast. We're going over. We're looking at the chat here, but so it's not good podcasting, but we are live on YouTube. But yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, Georgia playing in just a few days, but we're going to talk about last week's games just a little bit before we give our thoughts for week 1. So we did have week 0, Georgia Tech coming in and upsetting Florida State 24-21. What a game that was. Kicker missing a field goal, and then he comes back and makes it to win the game. Josh, I know you probably, I don't know how much a Florida State fan you are. I've never really asked, but I know you're excited that Georgia Tech got the win. Everybody's high. Not many people. Everybody knows Georgia Tech's a decent team coming into this year, but we didn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Georgia Tech, and I like what Brent Key is doing down there. I was really impressed with their offensive and defensive line play. I think they really manhandled that. And Florida State was replacing a lot off of that team from last year. I mean, they had a lot of players go to the NFL, and they try to plug and play with the transfer portal, and that might not work out for some people. But yeah, it's hard to kind of read too much into that week. First game of the season. I don't know what Florida State, if they're going to be able to turn it around. I don't know if DJ is the answer. He was really inaccurate with a lot of his throws, but
Right.
I really don't know if I can put that game on him, all the way on him. Florida State's defense, I mean, Georgia just ran the same play over and over and over. The offensive line was having their will. It was, off guard right all the time. And the running backs for Georgia Tech were playing good. Haynes King he had good poise in that game. I think they could probably win 7 or 8 games. With them winning that one, I had them maybe winning 7 or 8 games anyway. But them winning that one, I think they may can.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think they got a chance to compete in the ACC now. I mean, there's some good teams, but you never know what could happen. Got a few other people in the chat. Tigers says Sean Matthews. He says we'll lose by a lot. And we got Preston arguing with Clay Rick in the chat tonight. With the
Shout out to Clay
OH.
Rick.
A few others. Florida State had the longest flight home. Imagine being on the plane, says Haley.
Probably a lot of Guinness was going down on the flight.
That that was shorter than the original Trail of Tears. That's still a long Trail of Tears there.
Carson Goldman saying DJ already looking for another school to transfer to. DJ sucks, or FSU sucks. Excuse me. All right, but yeah, great win for Georgia Tech. Preston, any thoughts on your ACC? I mean, I know you said, oh, Florida State's gonna win by a lot. Florida State's gonna kill them.
I did 100%. I mean, Norvell handpicked this team from the transfer portal, and I'm a Clemson fan. I love DJ. I'm going to give him all the hell in the world. I really will. DJ is nothing but a stand-up guy. He puts his team first. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter on the football field, and we all saw that. We've seen that for the last couple of years. He had a weird season last year in Oregon State where he was actually, pretty decent quarterback. He's one of the better ones, especially in the Pac-12 behind, obviously, Bo Nix and Michael Penix. But on top of that, I mean, he just is flat. I mean, he has no composure in the pocket. He had moments in the game where the offensive line gave him a gap and he could have run for 15, 20 yards. And he has speed. He's not big and slow. He's big and kind of quick. He's elusively quick. So it's one of those situations where, just like when he was at Clemson, overthrows wide open receivers. He looks always for the check down first. He's never looking for that explosive play. The explosive play is overthrown. Eating his words per usual. That's funny. He's always going into check down when he's getting sacked in the pocket in a situation he shouldn't be sacked when he has wide open yardage in front of him that's easily going to clear that first down. So it's one of those things where it's like you wish the guy nothing but the best. It's just not clicking for some reason. And we don't know what is going on because he had all of the offense he needed at Clemson that first year. And let me put this like this. He still has the single game passing record for Notre Dame when he played at Notre Dame. He had like 440 passing yards. The guy can throw a ball a million miles a yard, but when it matters, when somebody's actually running toward him, he just can't get it done. And unfortunately, that's what Florida State saw. I mean, yeah, I don't see a lot going, his way this year. I mean, they have kind of an easier schedule, but I mean, they're definitely not who I thought they were.
Guy that Josh said he didn't like, the one on TikTok, I don't know his name, Randy or whatever. He's got Florida State losing like the first 4-5 games. He's got them losing against Boston College next week. So
I hope they lose to us in a couple of weeks.
Oh, you're talking about that guy who yells at the TV?
Yeah.
I mean, that dude's 60 years old. acting like that, man. Something's wrong with that dude, man.
He's funny though. I mean, yeah, it's funny. He says, Preston, did you mean to say Bo Pick? Said Carson. Anyway, Bryson, thoughts on Georgia Tech getting the win?
Yeah. We were fishing at the pier, watching the game at the same time, and it started raining on us at the pier while fishing at the beach. But we watched the game during that crazy weather. Great game. Florida State held under 300 yards. Let's give a huge shout out to Florida State's kicker, Ryan Fitzgerald. All right, so his longest field goal before that game, I believe, was they either said 45 or 48. Comes out there, hits a 53-yard, and then a 59-yarder. I mean, that's pretty damn impressive. Shout out to Ryan Fitzgerald, but yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech looked pretty good. Her defense shocked the hell out of me. And, I thought Florida State's defensive line was going to be, top tier this year, but didn't see it gets that offense. I mean, Georgia Tech was just running, like Josh said, all over them. But, shout out Georgia Tech. That's a great win.
Yeah, I will.
And I also heard, Florida State couldn't beat Georgia, couldn't beat Georgia Tech. I heard Georgia Southern is on the clock now. So, gotta get after that ass. Southern wants Florida State.
Yeah, what I was going to say is, Georgia Tech, I mean, yeah, like Bryce said, the defense was a big question mark coming in. And, I mean, I think they played pretty well. One thing I will say, week one, it's hard to tell from week one. My personal opinion, I don't know what you guys think about this, but my personal opinion, I think I would rather go into the season with question marks on my defense starting out just because you're playing so hard with so much momentum on defense rather than question marks on the offense. Because if you're not in chemistry and whatnot, I feel like that, that is worse for you on offense. So I think I'd rather come in with question marks on my defense than I would my offense, starting out. We got a couple. No, I don't think Josh is frozen. I think he's.
I was reading something.
A couple other people in the chat. That's Preston versus Bama. He's talking. Did I miss the picks for UGA Clemson? No, we're going to get to it. We're just recapping a couple things. We're going to get into the picks here shortly. Let's go. A couple other games we had here.
Hey, real quick, Preston. If Bama plays in the Music City Bowl this year, I will call into the Dabo Swinney. Oh, never mind. I can't call in because he's talking. I will email him a question.
You can blame Tyler from Spartanburg for that.
Oh, come on, man. Just a regular Joe.
What was that about? So he's not – I know he's not – and he's not announced in the week one lineup?
No, he's not taking any phone calls on his show, on his Hey Coach, or, his show that he does every week because somebody, Tyler from Spartanburg, wanted to call and criticize some of the stuff that he was doing, and it got under his skin. So now he's not
criticism, huh?
Now he's not. But back to that Georgia Tech, Florida State real quick. The most cringiest part of that game was Mike Norvell's press conference. That was just –
You talking about when he was walking on the field?
No, the press conference after the game, man. It just kept on. It was kind of like stuttering and going back and like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That was, if you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Gotcha. All right, next couple games recap here. We had not too much to mention here, but Montana State defeating New Mexico 35-31. I know me and Josh watched that game. I mean, it was a great comeback. Down 31-14 in the third quarter.
Yeah,
Josh, any thoughts on that game? I know me and you were watching it.
I mean, I was keeping an eye on it. I was doing stuff in the house with the baby, but yeah, I was keeping an eye on it. And I come back in here when you said something. I read the text message. I came back here. I was like, man, what? It's 34-31 or something like that. I was like, man, this is crazy. It was crazy.
Absolutely great comeback. Said Carson Goldman. Either one of you catch that game? I know Bryson, you were out and about this weekend.
I caught the highlights of that one, but what's crazy if you look at the box score, they scored a one-play 93-yard touchdown to make it a 3-point game with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Like you said, they were down big in this game. And they came back, and with 10 seconds to go, they score the game-winning touchdown. That's just insane. That's a lot of grit right there. That's dedication. Looking at this, just stop looking at the scoreboard and playing hard and going for it.
I agree with that one, Goldman. I like my Adam Pac-Man Jones at running back. Was running all over him. I know one of the running backs running all over for against New Mexico for Montana State. Another game, late game. Bryson was telling me.
Hell yeah.
I know
Game
Bryson,
of the year
Bryson
already.
wants to talk about this one a little bit. SMU hanging on to defeat Nevada. Nevada,
Not hanging on. I'm taking
no, they hang on. But
comeback of a
They
lifetime.
come back. Yeah, I mean, but still, you know, they were expected to win this game, expected to be pretty good. Bryson, what you were telling me something I missed the end.
Yeah,
the very end of the game.
end of the game was probably one of the craziest innings I've seen in a very long time. First off, Nevada had 33 minutes of possession at halftime. That's just crazy stat. Preston Stone that game should have threw 4 picks. I mean, he was god awful. You know, first play, threw an interception. After that, he just looked horrible, overthrowing his receivers. Like I say, he should have 4 picks. But so they come back. They're going 24-13 and into the fourth quarter, and they score. They come back and it's 24-21. As SMU kicks the ball, Nevada's players in the end zone fair catches it, muffs it, takes it out to the 1-yard line and kneels it. They spot the ball on the 1-yard line. SMU gets the safety. SMU gets the ball back, goes down, scores, wins the game. I mean, I feel bad for the Nevada kid. I mean, God, I know there was so much hatred for him.
See, I had the game on the background, and Bryson was telling me about this. I must have missed all
But
of it.
man, all he had to do was just
he nailed it.
Ball go, muffed the kick. I don't know why he brought it out to the 1-yard line, kneeled on a 1-yard line. SMU got the safety.
Go ahead.
Crazy.
Go ahead, Josh.
What play did I see where he called for the fair catch and then
He called for the fair catch, muffed it, but because he called for the fair catch and he picked the ball up at the 1,
he gained possession.
the ball is dead at the 1.
It was dead at the 1.
Yeah, it was insane. And then
all he had to do was let it go, hit.
All you had to do was let it go, and you've been up, 24-21, with a couple, minutes left.
No.
And there's also a big fight. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, did he spit on somebody?
Yeah, that one. I think it was an SMU.
He
player.
said he didn't spit on somebody. I think that was a different spot.
SMU player hit somebody. He should automatically be ejected. And then the Nevada player came, knocked the hell out of him. That's why the big old fight.
The spitting was a different part of the game.
But I think I mean by the way he was reacting, I don't know if he purposely spit.
Yeah, no, I don't think he did.
But it's what the ref seen.
Yeah. Another thing, they ran the 2 quarterback system. Both quarterbacks are captain. The other quarterback looked okay.
Yeah, Collins, I believe is his last name.
Josh, I mean, what do you think about the quarterback? Both quarterbacks being the captain, is that common?
No, I've never heard of that, but guess he's trying to keep him from transferring.
Yeah, because Paxton Stone was really good last year, so that's why I was surprised.
I imagine he's trying to make them both happy, but I don't know how that's going to bode well. One of them's got to win over the team. One of them, they got to look at somebody to lead the team, and when you got 2 of them, I don't know.
All right, well, that was a great week 0. Some good games there. The ones we saw, there was a couple others that I didn't mention too much, but player of the week for week 0. I'll go ahead and lead off with mine. I just went with the rushing attack of Montana State. Adam Pac-Man, I call him Pac-Man Jones. No, it's not Adam Pac-Man Jones. But Adam Jones, 17 carries, 167 yards, and a touchdown. And I think it's Skytrey Humphrey. I don't know, 19 carries, 140 yards, and a touchdown. I know it was over 300 yards total. It was almost 400 yards rushing. With a couple other running backs too, but those were the 2 big ones. So that's my players of the week there. Preston, do you have a player of the week?
Yeah, I don't have a player of the week. I've got a unit of the week for this week. I mean, and Josh was talking about it and alluding to it earlier. Florida State's mindset and their whole entire offensive line, they just blew Florida State off the line every time they did it. And that, I feel like, was the big game changer there because it gave Haynes King the ability to have those wide open running lanes for him. The running backs were able to get 10, 15 yards, it felt like, when they needed to. It was one of those situations where if they were like 3rd and 7, they got 8 yards because that offensive line pushed them off the line 2 yards and gave them that head start. I mean, it's just incredible because Florida State, like y'all were talking about earlier, Florida State's defensive linemen are some of the best in college football. They are on this team, and everybody thinks of them to be one of the better units in all of college football, and they just didn't look at it in week 1. And obviously continuity and playing with each other and practicing throughout the week and getting through the season is obviously going to change that. But my week 0 performers of the week, man, give me that offensive line for Georgia Tech. They absolutely dominated in the trenches. The line of scrimmage was theirs all day, and they did a great job on the defensive line too. Albeit you're going against DJ Flatfoot Uiagalelei.
I like that. I like that pick. Here we go now. Here we go. Yeah. Coach Hayes in the chat. There he
There's
is.
my therapist right there. That's a good man.
There he is. Bryson, you got a player of the week for
Yeah,
week 0.
I'm going back to Ryan Fitzgerald, Florida State's kicker. I just so impressed with me. You know, your longest field goal was 45. Now it's 59. I mean, you hit out of 53 and hit at 59. Especially the 59-yarder was clutch in the time to tie up the game. But, yeah, I went Ryan Fitzgerald, Florida State kicker.
Josh, did you have a player of the week?
Yeah, give me Jamal Haynes, running back for Georgia Tech, averaging 6.8 yards per carry. Had 75 yards on 11 carries, 2 touchdowns. But the play that he made where he broke the ankles of those 2 Florida State defenders on the sideline, that was pretty impressive. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Jamal Haynes. Not very much to pick from with only 4 games. But,
No, but it was a good week. Had a couple other people. Sean Matthews says, does this mean Georgia Tech is the best team in the ACC now?
I don't think
so. I think they got to win a few more games, but they could be. Do people really think FSU is one of the better units in college football? I don't.
More will be revealed. I
think there's going to be more than that one loss, in my opinion. Then we got best damn show in the land for
that's a great
Coach Hayes. Gamecocks going undefeated.
Spurs up.
And what, women's basketball? That's a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact. That is true. All right, let's get in.
Here we go, boys.
To week 1. Did anybody have a rant before we get into week 1? Do we have early season rant? Nobody want to rant about anything?
I
let the sewer line get stopped up.
Yeah. Bryson with the sewer line. Anyway, we'll get to week 1. I'm sure we'll have some rants throughout the season. But week 1, here we go now.
Sir.
Here we go. We got 5 games. So if you guys don't know how we do this, I can't. So Bryson, you won it last year.
I did win it last year.
You won the Pick'ems last year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We've done this the last 3 years, I believe. So all of us are doing picks. We'll have 5. Usually it's going to be 5 games. We do the spread in the games. It's always going to be a half-point spread. It's never going to be just the number. So he says Preston rants a lot, so be ready. But yeah, always going to be half-point spreads. But Bryson won last year.
Thank you.
And then we're going to keep up with it throughout the season. And then we'll also do a separate one for bowl game. I think we're going to come up with a little punishment or something this year. I don't know what we're going to come up with. We were talking about some Bryson wearing a Texas jersey if he comes in last,
boy.
or Josh wearing a Tennessee jersey if he comes in last on the show for the bowl show.
Preston will be wearing an Appalachia State jersey.
I don't know what Preston wear. I told Preston, I said I'd do Clemson jersey, Preston do a Georgia jersey. I don't know. We'll see. We should just do that for the game, but we'll figure that out down the road. But let's get into the first game I have here. The first game I have is Saturday. It's going to be number 8, Penn State at West Virginia. Penn State favored by 8.5. These are lines as of Monday. So if anything's changed, lines on DraftKings Sportsbook as of Monday. Josh, what time is this game? Anybody have the time? I think it's at noon too.
Yes, I think it is noon. It is noon.
Okay. Josh, we're going to lead off with you. Let you start here. Who do you have in this game? Penn State favored by 8.5.
I have Penn State. I think there's going to be too much for West Virginia. Maybe West Virginia can turn it around, but I think Penn State's going to be pretty good out of the Big Ten. I think they're going to want to make a statement, and I think they're going to win this game by 2 scores.
By 2 scores, all right. Preston, who do you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm with Josh on that one. I think Drew Aller and Penn State's going to come out swinging. I don't really think that West Virginia is going to have too much to offer. I think they're 2-6 in the last 8 meetings with fellow Big Ten schools. I just don't think they're going to have enough team. I'm going to have to disagree with some of the other people that are thinking that West Virginia is going to have a fighter's chance. I mean, who knows? First game of the year. I just don't see it. I think Drew Aller throws for 250 plus. I think this game's not even close. I think it's 41-13 when it's all said and done.
You taking Penn State?
I'm taking Penn State to cover.
I will highly be shocked if there's no way. 41-13. Wow, that's a big. They won 38-15 last year. A couple other people. Game day will be UGA's 4 TDs.
You also think
We
Clemson's
got an
going-
upset call in the chat for West Virginia for Ryan Newsom. And Ryan Newsom, I'm going to agree with Ryan Newsom. I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going to go West Virginia. Plus,
thanks for giving us the free point.
Say what?
Thanks for giving us the free win.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't think this was close to being my lock of the week. Seriously, I think West Virginia's going to be pretty good.
What you smoking over there, man?
Penn State's got a strong defense, but I think
No,
West
they
Virginia's
don't.
got one of
Penn
the top offensive line. I'm telling you, you come in. What did I watch? Watch these games. When you come in with that strong defense and your offense is not clicking, I'm telling you, these games are going to be close. These games, a lot of these games, the Georgia game, Clemson game, I think could even be close. I think this is going to be a very close game. Now, do I definitely think West Virginia's going to win? No, I don't. But I think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be no blowout. Penn State, second in total defense last year. Great O-line at West Virginia. Some transfers moving in. West Virginia was 9-0 with allowing fewer than 38 points per game. I don't think they're going to give up that much. I personally don't. I think the defense is better overall this year, and I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I got West Virginia winning this game 23-20 in the upset. I got them winning outright. Bryce.
Yeah, it's going to be a great quarterback battle between Garrett Green and Drew Adlar. Garrett had a great season last year. 772 rushing yards for 13 touchdowns and passing over 2,500 passing yards with 16 touchdowns. Great quarterback. Like Chris said, Penn State had the second best total defense last year, and they were number one in rush defense last year. But West Virginia's got a lot of returning seniors coming back, and West Virginia was third best in the nation last year with rushing. With that being said, I'm going West Virginia coal miners. I really like them. But I think Garrett Green is going to show out at this 12 o'clock showdown. Give me West Virginia 27-20.
I think I really do. I mean, not saying it's going to be a definite win from West Virginia. No doubt. I mean, Penn State can come out and blow the doors off of them too. But I really do. This is like one of the most complicated. I think this is going to be a close game. I was shocked. 41-13. I know they beat them last year, but I don't see 41-13.
Josh, for the record, who did you pick and who is covering that? I know you said it earlier. What'd you say?
Oh, yeah. I got Penn State. I got them winning. I got them winning 27-17.
Hey, winner right here last year. Winner. Preston, how many titles you got?
Bowl season
don't count.
I think I'm pretty sure I did win the last 2 year bowl season though.
Yeah, you won the bowl season. We got a couple other people. Haley says she's here for the West Virginia upset. It's home. They're going to show out. You dang right. Don't tell the world. And then we got coal miners.
Good old coal miners. Hardworking men down there. 12 o'clock showdown. Hey. That 12-hour shift's going to be in. And those coal miners are coming up that coal mine.
They're going to bring their lunch pails.
I'm telling you right now.
What do you say, Josh?
They're bringing their lunch pails and thermoses. You're going to see them
Damn
out.
right they are.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and
I just don't see it.
We're going to get one of the big games.
Here it is.
It's a noon game. Sadly, it's a noon game. We're going to get right into it. We are going number one, the Georgia Bulldogs versus Clemson in Mercedes-Benz. Georgia, as of Monday, I think they're still about the same, favored by 13.5. Bryson, since you have no dog in the fight, we are going to lead off with you here since you picked last one.
I'll tell you this right now, man. It's going to be a good game. I really like Clemson's D-line this year. I know Peter Woods has to step up big to try to beat the Dogs in the run game. K needs to play a little bit better, play smart against his defense through 19 picks last year. Clemson was ranked 8th in pass defense last year, and Georgia has new starters at each level of their defense. Georgia still doesn't know who their running back's going to be. Word on the street's going to be that Branson Robertson because ETN and Bredrick Robertson still no word on them. But with that all being said, give it the damn Dogs. How about them damn Dogs? Dogs, 30-17. 30-17 Dogs.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple people in the chat game here. Let's go. Let's hear it, bro.
Hold on.
Go ahead. What'd you say, Josh?
30-17.
You said 30-17?
30-17.
that doesn't mean they
That's
covered.
Clemson then. Are you going that's Clemson with the
Who's
point?
covering?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought I was saying 8 points. My bad.
31.
I thought it was only 8. But yeah,
31?
yeah, I guess. Yeah, 31.
31.
Yeah.
31. Got people commenting here in the chat. How about them dogs? I had UGA 38-14. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give my pick since it's going to be no surprise. I am going to go with the Georgia Bulldogs. I think Clemson's good. I think this is might be a closer game than what people think. I also think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I really do. And one thing I'm leaning on week 1 early in the season is I'd rather have question marks on the defense going into the season. The first game now, than the offense, just because I feel like the defense is going to be playing hard regardless. They're going in, all that momentum. The offense, if you got question marks and you're not gelling on offense, you're not going to score. So that's what I'm going with here. And Georgia's been – there's a stat that came out the other day. I think Georgia outscored their opponents by so many points in week 1. I mean, sadly, I kind of hate that stat came out because that kind of makes me jinx it. They had Georgia 8-0 with Kirby Smart or 9-0 week 1 with Kirby Smart, something like that. I hate that came out, but, whatever. But I think this is going to be another low score. I got Georgia winning 27-13 against Clemson. Josh, who you got?
All right. So Georgia is replacing 90% of their offensive production from last year.
I agree.
McConkey's gone. Bowers is gone. You brought in ETN. He's going to have a 1-game suspension. The other Robinson guy has got turf toe, has surgery, so he's not going to play. So Branson Robinson and I forget the other guy's name, but the running game is going to be pretty good. Clemson, I heard something today. Clemson is one of their defensive ends is gone. That's played. He played for 6 years.
Vic Beasley.
Oh no, his last name was Thomas.
Xavier Thomas.
Yeah, he's gone. He played for 6 years.
Yeah,
and
he played for 3. He was hurt for 2.
But he's been there for 6 years. But that defensive front unit, they're gone. I don't know what Clemson. I don't know what Clemson's defense is going to do. But this game is super important for Dabo. He does not have to win this game, but he needs to keep it close, or he's going to be them. Tyler from Spartanburgs are going to be all over the place. Ooh. Talking about you don't use the transfer portal and this and that. This is a big time game for him. Also a big game for Cade Klubnik. Can he get over that hump? Can he take his game to the next level? Big, highly touted coming out of high school. He needs to take his game to the next level. I got Georgia winning this game only by 10 points, so therefore I'm taking Clemson plus 13.5. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think Georgia does have some questions. I think they got some injuries coming out of fall camp that may show its head in this game. Don't know what the depth is going to be for Georgia. Like I said, this is a real big game for Dabo, and for his sake, he better hope he keeps it within 10.
I definitely think that's possible. I definitely think it's going to be a close game. And in the end, I just, we'll see how the Clemson offense looks. Preston, go ahead and give us your thoughts. We already know, but go ahead and give them.
Well, it should be no surprise. I think that my team's going to win the game, and then not in this just fake confidence that I think Clemson's going to win every game they play in, but because they should. They have a lot of talent, just like Georgia does. Don't forget, they have a lot of stars next to their names as well. Georgia and everybody else is recruiting the same players as we did. There's a lot of continuity with this team. A lot of these players didn't transfer out. A lot of the core pieces from offense didn't transfer out. A lot of the offensive line is still here from last year. Matt Luke has shored up that entire offensive line. I'm hearing a lot of great things out of camp. Camp is telling us.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to get a Matt Luke counter on this chat. How many times he mentions Matt Luke? Go ahead. Finish.
So Matt Luke's shoring up this entire offensive line. Former Ole Miss head coach Matt Luke is doing a great job. That's 4 or 5 right there. Cade Klubnik is going to have a pocket to throw an actual ball. You got Phil Maffa, who is an absolute stud. He is a bona fide SEC running back that we have. Not only is he a bruiser, but he's got speed and he's got elusiveness, and he can catch the ball on the flat. So that should, worry some people on there. If Georgia doesn't want to respect the pass, then we can put him out, somewhere, in the flat and get it. Where I think this game comes down to, and I'm being genuine in this when I say this, is if Georgia's if Georgia's safeties and corners can lock down TJ Moore, Tyler Brown, Jake Brenningstool on the perimeter and deep, and they take away the ability for Clemson to spread the field and they can play everybody in the box like they did in that matchup in Charlotte a couple of years ago, then I think it reduces the field for Clemson because Cade won't be able to have a pocket to throw the ball. It'll be 11 on 11 and everybody's running downhill towards them. That's where it becomes an issue. Now, regarding the game, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think with TJ Moore, Bryant Wesco, you got Tyler Brown and Brenningstool, Phil Maffa. I think our offense is going to be a lot more than people want to give us credit for. Like I said, I know it's just like little old Clemson, but that's the same mentality that Dabo Swinney used to build his program up to win 2 national championships. And I'm going to say it right here. Not only does Clemson cover the 13.5, they win this game outright, baby. They win this game. They win it in Atlanta. They win it in Georgia's own backyard. They win this game 28-24. Cade Klubnik wins this game. He shows you why he was a great recruit out of high school. He shuts everybody up. Clemson's back, baby. We're going to be the number 1 team in a couple weeks. We're going to be 12-0. We're going to win the national championship. Mark my words, clip it. I don't care what anybody says.
12-0.
Cover, but they win the damn game.
Preston, you would have said this if they started.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, he dripped some Kool-Aid on his shirt right then.
Well, it kind of sounds like a couple years back. He was so high on now. Yeah, DJ Ukulele, best their quarterback next week. Oh, that's something. It sucks. Go
back. I never once said that. I never once said DJ was the best quarterback. I had my doubts. I was cussing him out on the podcast every single week. I'm like, what the hell is
next
this
week you're loving him.
Hey,
what? All I gotta say is I hope y'all win, dude. I really hope y'all do. Because
week 2, baby, we're winning this game.
I'm telling you, week 2, that Power 5 house killer is coming to that fake Death Valley. You better rub that rock, son. I'm telling you, those Mountaineers are going to put something on Clemson. I'm telling you.
Comments in the chat. He says you think you should. That's what he says in the chat. And then we got Sean. I'm taking over the 3.5 minutes on Preston.
Hey, Preston, will you go put $100 on the money line?
Hell no.
Not $100 on money line. Yeah, $100. What do you think money line? I don't know what it is. I'd have to look. But
the money line for Clemson is probably like plus 240.
Well, a couple people. She said Matt Luke, Ole Miss coach. He made everyone excited and then proceeded to disappoint. You can't talk football plays and players when you're a coach. You have to produce football players, make the plays. A couple other people love the intensity, Preston, but the bias mindset is throwing me off. Who is this guy? This is why I stopped watching this podcast. This right here. See Preston in all season. I feel like I just got dumber listening to that rant. Okay. All right.
I'll tell you, so it's something about these Clemson fans, man. They just love them to death.
We're all very excited for that game. No matter what, I mean, don't get me wrong. Georgia loses, I'll be very upset. If we do lose, it's early in the season.
It'll be hell for you. It'll be hell.
Yeah, it's gonna be hell, but it's early in the season. So, but yeah, either way, we're all excited to watch this game. Gonna be a very fun game to watch. But let's move on to the next game.
Y'all know? Did y'all write that down? Y'all know who I'm taking?
Yeah, but we wrote it down. He wrote it down, but he wrote your pick down 3 days ago.
Okay, I just want to make sure. There's no confusion that the Clemson's going to win this game. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a rewind. I'm gonna put this in the intro. We ain't even gonna have the intro next week. We're just gonna have this clipped when we start.
That's a rant. That's a rant, dude.
Yeah, that's your rant of the week right there.
There's your rant of the week right there. Let's go to the Swamp.
Oh boy.
Saturday, number 19, Miami at Florida, 3:30 p.m. Miami favored by 2.5. Preston, we don't have a dog in this fight. We're going to start with you on this one. Who do you have in this game?
So I've got Miami covering. I think they win this late with a maybe 3 or 4 minutes to go, they're going to score a touchdown to win this game 27-20. I like Bryson's been saying for the last couple of weeks, I give him a lot of hell for being a Florida fan, just like he does me for being Clemson. They do have a lot of talent on that team. It's just a product of just getting it all put together and having everybody play in the same way, for 60 minutes. And I think, they're going to be able to do this. And I would not be surprised 100% if Florida wins this game. But I do think that Miami finally has a squad that can actually compete, with some of the teams in the ACC, and not only the teams in the ACC, but the teams that are nationally relevant. So I am going to take Miami -2.5.
Gotcha. A couple other comments in the chat. Said if Georgia takes the L, Ole Miss is going to be a great home game. I agree with that.
Even if they don't, it's going to be a great home game.
So
it's the biggest. This is going to be that's going to be the biggest home game that Ole Miss has ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Brewer, just don't let me down.
You just wait.
At 7:30.
You just wait.
All right, I'll go ahead and pick my pick here since I don't have a dog in the fight. I am Bryson. I love you in this. I'm sorry,
too, buddy.
I'm sorry, but I got to go with Miami. Miami is, the team I'm picking to win the ACC. I had them picking to win. I'm less confident in this game. I think this is going to be a close game. Not sure about Florida, like I said, what they're going to look like. I know Mertz, he had a good completion rate, whatnot last season. Montreal going to play? Wasn't he hurt or something?
Yes, I mean Montreal did get hurt a little bit. Boy, I
know.
Go ahead.
I know the receiving core. I know they still
pretty good receiving core this year.
They still got the other receiver in Wilson and a couple others.
Eugene Wilson.
Yeah, the couple others, but and then the defense we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm going with Miami. I think Miami's going to win this game 30-27. I think it's going to be a great game. So I got them barely covered.
30 to what?
27. Might be a little high for the Gators, but I'm going 30-27. Josh.
All right, I really like that Cam Ward guy, and I think Cristobal has finally got what he needs, all the pieces in place he needs to finally compete in the ACC. And the Swamp is going to be a hard place to go in and get a win. It's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy. That's why I think the line is where it is. I think if it was a neutral site or in Miami, it'd be 7+. I'm going to take Miami. About like you said, Chris. I got them. I got them holding off a late surge by Florida to win by 3. I got it something like 31 to 24 or something like that.
Gotcha.
So I got Miami.
All right, Bryson.
Yep, here we go.
What you probably went back and forth on this. Who you got?
Yeah, I've been all week. Man, back and forth, talking to a lot of people.
Got to believe.
All right, defense should be better this year, honestly, all jokes aside. With an ad from Pup Howard from South Carolina and Asa Turner for Washington. Miami's rush defense is better than their pass defense. Cam Ward and Xavier, I don't know if I'll say his last name not right, Restpro. It's going to be a great combination. I just hope our defense can hang with them. I like Graham Mertz. He was ranked top 5 of completion rate of the nation. I don't know if I'm going to get as hyped as Preston, but I'm taking my Gators here. Man, it'd be a great first week win. Get under,
Hey, if y'all want to win 6 games, this is a good way to start.
Good way to start.
We need it. I'm taking my Gators here. I like 35-28 Gators.
35. Wow.
I really like.
Put up some points.
I really think we got a great receiving core. We got Montrell Johnson back there coming back. Hopefully, he stays fresh all season. Losing Etienne did hurt us a good bit in the running back room.
Running back, there's always the next running back up.
But receiver core will be leading deep on them this year, and I like Mertz, and we got DJ Lagway in our backup. This case, Mertz go down great. Quarterback in high school, broke a lot of records in Texas, and we got LJ McCray, freshman defensive line from Florida, led his school in sacks and tackles. So I'm taking Florida.
Gotcha. So what do we have on that one? We all
3 Miami's,
1 Florida. Right? You pick Miami, right, Press?
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, let's go to the next game, 4th game here. before we get to the final game. Saturday, what we were talking about earlier. Saturday, 7:30.
There he
Number
is.
7, Notre Dame
There he is.
at number 20, Texas A&M. A&M, last I saw, I guess it was Monday, I haven't looked, was favored by 3.5. That's what the line is here. Josh, we're coming back to you. We're going to have you lead off again in this one. Who do you got in this game?
Man, I'm going to tell you, that stadium is going to be loud. I don't know if Notre Dame can overcome that loud of a stadium. And I got Texas A&M as kind of a surprise team in the SEC. Like one of the earlier shows, I kind of predicted the Texas and Texas A&M game being a play-in game for a playoff spot. But that 0.5.
Yeah, that's what got me.
I'm gonna go, and I hate picking Notre Dame, man. But I think Notre Dame's, every game is so important for them. So important for them for the playoffs. So I'm going to go because they can't win a conference and get in. So, they're going to need to have 10, 11 wins to get in, I think. So I'm going to go with Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I'm going with Notre Dame in this one.
Now's the time to win if you're Notre Dame.
I think they win this game. I think they quiet that crowd, but if they can get over the initial shock of how loud it's going to be in that stadium, I think they can settle in. I think they can win this game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no chance. No chance I'm picking Notre Dame. I'll go ahead and tell you.
That's a good one. I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, you saw that one coming from a mile away. I'm taking Texas A&M. Not like fully confident in this one, but after the injuries, I know Notre Dame does have some questionable spots on the offensive line. Newsom, you probably can tell me otherwise if they've got anybody else. I want to say they've moved some people around or got something I read. And everybody's high on this. Wingman. Wingman supposed to be a star from A&M. So we'll see what he does over there. But yeah, like I said, I'm not too confident. I know, like I said, Notre Dame's had some injuries. There's just no way I'm picking Notre Dame.
Yeah, Friday night.
I know A&M's had one of the top top off seasons. They've always been good in the off season the last few years. So I'm going to take A&M to win this game close by the number again, 28-24. A&M over Notre Dame.
Well, Friday night's going to be interesting.
Preston, who you got?
Yeah, so I've not been really sold on Riley Leonard. I don't really think that he's going to be the answer that Notre Dame's going to need to win this game. Not to mention he is playing against his former head coach who knows him and knows his tendencies very well. He knows what he's going to be looking for.
I'm sorry, are you talking about quarterback Riley Leonard?
Yes.
Is that what you said? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry.
I think that Notre Dame, they're going to play an okay game, but like Josh said, that crowd and atmosphere there is insane. I'm taking Texas A&M to cover the -3.5. I like Texas A&M to win this game 31-20. I like them to kick their season off hard, man, strong. I just think it's going to be a big thing.
Great comment of the night right there.
He didn't, but okay. I think us fumbling inside the 5-yard line twice was our downfall, but okay.
I like Riley Leonard. We'll see what happens. So who'd you go with? I'm sorry.
I went with Texas A&M -3.5. Final score prediction 31-20.
Gotcha. All right, Bryce.
Ryan Newsom, if you're still here, feast your ears, son. All right. Notre Dame last year, 3rd pass defense and 5th total defense in the nation. They got Riley Leonard, which he did beat Clemson last year. Notre Dame has a lot of turn to the defense. A&M's own line ranked 94th in the nation last year. That's god awful. That's worse.
I want to say they picked up some people.
That's worse than Florida. Just saying. Connor Weeman comeback. He got hurt at the 4th game last year. Yes, they're playing at the 12th man. One thing I don't like is Texas. Another thing I don't like is those male cheerleaders at Texas doing that double yell at midnight. That's probably those are some interested people doing that. Give me Notre Dame big here. I like them big. Their defense is going to come up big. Notre Dame 38-14. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame 38-14.
That defense is going to be shut down this year. Notre Dame.
Wow. 38-18.
Gold helmets.
Touchdown
Jesus.
Didn't see that score. We'll see. Hey, by the way, Sam Hartman, I think he got released the other day.
Oh, that's good.
Sam Hartman from, I think he was on the Commanders after preseason. So shout out to Sam Hartman. All right. Final game here before we do our locks of the week. Got a good game on Sunday. Sunday, 7:30, number 13, LSU at number 23, USC. LSU is favored by 4.5 in this game. Sorry. Bryce,
Yeah.
I'm going to lead off with you. I mean, you might not see much defense in this game.
No. Defense for both teams, not the greatest.
From last year, anyway.
From last
Could
year.
change.
Could change in a new season. You know, a lot of people, if you're an LSU fan, you're kind of scared. You know, you lost Jaden Daniels. But I'll tell you this right now. Garrett Nussmeiser is a great quarterback. Played pretty good against Georgia in the SEC championship game when he had to step up. C.J. Daniels coming over from Liberty had a great year last year. 5 games over 100 yards, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Man, you know, LSU's defense was ranked 105th last year. But USC did have some great players in their defense. USC is always ranked in the top 25 every single year. Don't know care if you make a bowl game, they don't make a bowl game, win 2 games, they're in the top 25. Well, LSU's going to knock them out the top 25 after this week. Give me LSU high scoring. I like the over here. Back and forth a lot. Give me LSU 45-38.
45-38. RJ Newsom says he's either feasting. Shout out Bryson, top 3 defense in the country, Golden Domers.
Gold Domers.
Okay. Preston, who you got in this one?
Yeah, I do think it's also going to be a high-scoring game. I think there's going to be a little more defense than maybe given credit. I like LSU to cover here. They've got the 4.5 points on the road at USC. I've got a final score prediction of 34-27.
It's in Las Vegas.
Okay, yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going with you guys. I'm going LSU. I got LSU taking this game 41-34. You know, a lot of people's there's some mixed opinion on LSU this year, but I think they can compete. I think they're still going to be good. I mean, like you said, Nussmeier, he's still pretty good. You know, I know they lost the talented receivers, some defense, but I think they're still be okay. I got them. I don't know how the defense is going to look. I really don't, but I think they win this game. I'm not a fan of USC either, even though the quarterback wasn't the quarterback in the bowl game. He did very well, I believe. So, you know, we'll see. Josh, who you got in this
one? Yep, I'm interested to see whose defense has improved.
No, sorry. Are you giving you the advantage of the last picker? You going to go with them Trojans?
Well, I mean, I already had all my picks written down, but I think USC's defense is going to take a step in the right direction a little bit further than LSU's defense. I think USC is more equipped to replace their quarterback than LSU is. Jaden Daniels, I
think he was more of a star than Caleb Williams.
I think he was more important to LSU than Caleb Williams was to USC. I think this is a real big game for Lincoln Riley. I think he goes in there and has his guys ready to play. I think USC covers. I don't know if they win, but I think they cover.
Gotcha. We got a couple other people who said don't sleep on those Terps. Is he talking about the Maryland?
I like Maryland.
The hell, don't they play Thursday? Before I know we talked about this game.
I got a
most exciting game Thursday. I know we're looking forward to Thursday. Do you guys have most game you're looking forward to Thursday?
Yeah, I got
Colorado playing North Carolina, Minnesota. It's a good game.
I do like North Carolina in that game.
Friday.
I am excited to see what North Carolina does.
Yeah. I know there's a few games. We didn't talk too much about Thursday games, but
I got the Coastal Carolina and Jacksonville State games probably be good.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, Deion Sanders better not be worrying about the media or Paul Feinbaum or what they're talking about. He better be worried about North Dakota State. That's all I got to say. Them dudes are going to be ready to play. North Dakota State. I mean, it's and then South Dakota State's playing somebody I forget, but all the championships in that division over the past 15 years has been North Dakota State or South Dakota State, and North Dakota State's going to be ready to play Colorado, and it would just tickle my fancy if they were to beat Colorado and Deion Sanders. It just make me so dang happy.
I agree with you. Says LSU always competes. Another one that was you. LSU wins, but Brian Kelly sucks. I think
Brian Kelly likes grinding on
I
his
think
football
Ryan Newsom.
players.
I think Ryan Newsom would.
I'll tell you that right now in that one video.
I think Ryan Newsom would agree with you there, but yeah,
With his accent, with his southern accent.
Yeah.
Excited for some games. Excited for some games Thursday too. A few big games there.
Press, I got an honest question, honest to God question for you. If y'all win, I want your honest opinion. If y'all win, are you worried about week 2 at all?
He'd be worried about week 2 anyway.
Who they got week 2?
App State.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know some.
If we get the shit kicked out of us on Saturday, then yes. Then yes,
You'd
I am
be more worried
that.
if they get the shit kicked out of them. They ought to play.
Oh
better.
yeah, if we got the shit kicked out of us, because then we're not as good as I thought we think we are.
Well, yeah. I saw some people on ES or somewhere saw in a bracket they had Appalachian State in the playoff.
Yeah.
That's a potential. I mean, it is them.
Telling you, watch out.
Coastal Carolina. Well, no, not Coastal. Well, maybe Coastal Carolina. Damn, Clemson going down. too.
Ryan Newsom's a good man.
All right.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, it would be horrible. Locks of the week.
Man.
I don't know if you guys
hard. This is a hard one.
did locks of the week. We'll let you go App State.
You know, last year, we started off strong. 2 weeks, went 4-0, went 8-0,
last week. If anybody wants to join it, I'm gonna do the bet again on online, just to put if y'all want to. That's up to y'all. I'm gonna put my money on there anyway. Do our parlay, our four team parlay. It can be over under, can be a spread, however you want to do it.
Could be money line if you're feeling confident.
Money line if you're feeling confident. I'll lead us off here. I know it's not too many points, but I went the under in the Penn State West Virginia game, under 51.5. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think it's gonna be a dog fight. So I went the under in that game. Under Penn State versus West Virginia, under 51.5. Preston, did you have a lock of the week ready?
I did. It was going to be Penn State minus 8.5 in that game, but because you can't, parlay to the same bets, give me like 2 minutes, circle back, and I'll get you.
Yeah, we'll circle back to you because there ain't no way we're going Penn State minus 8.5 because it ain't happening. We ain't losing.
Yeah, the coal miners are coming with their thermits.
Start off. Bryson, you got a lock?
Yeah. We kind of talked about it before the show. It kind of scares me, but
I don't know much about this team.
I feel stupid for not taking this. Give me Oklahoma State, 9.5 against South Dakota State.
Does anybody know anything about South Dakota State?
I mean, they're playing.
You need the Dakotas. You don't play them.
Hold on.
If they got Dakota in the name, don't play them.
You're taking Oklahoma State to cover the 9.5 against South Dakota State?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was just curious.
South Dakota State plays in the Missouri Valley Football Conference, and
9.5, right?
9.5.
All right.
No, was kind of. I don't know much about South Dakota State.
So hold on. So real quick, Bryson, don't you think that line should be 30?
That's what he was saying. That's why he did it.
At least 27. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Vegas knows something, man.
I know they know something.
Yeah, Vegas.
Well, that's what Bryson Brown knows something. They're gonna whoop that ass.
I'm gonna tell you, South Dakota State, North Dakota State, them two teams play football, son, and they're man. I'm telling you. All right. Here we go. I mean, them Jackrabbits. I think South Dakota State's called the Jackrabbits.
The old Jackrabbits.
No Jackrabbits. I mean, I'm gonna just take a blank. I'm not gonna go off the board here. I'm gonna take give me Notre Dame plus 3.5.
Notre Dame plus 3.5. Ooh, we got Notre Dame. How about that, Ryan Newsom? I'm gonna have to bet Notre Dame plus 3.5.
That's cool. The first
You know what that is? That's a damn shame. It's a damn
The
shame.
first Notre Dame bet is going to happen this year.
This will be the first time.
Wow.
The first time and hopefully the last. I will
Wow.
ever
The,
put
the
a
Gold
dollar.
Domers.
I'd put $1 on Notre Dame. Preston, are you ready?
Yeah, give me the under in the Florida State Boston College game. Everything that I saw in that game versus Georgia Tech just shows me that I don't think that offense is ready to
What's
put up
the
big
over-under?
numbers.
Sorry.
The over-under in that game was 49.5. Now,
Okay.
I do think Florida State wins this game convincingly. I think that they pull away just consistently throughout the game because I don't think Boston College is that good of a team. But I don't think collectively that Boston College can score enough points and Florida State behind DJ Uiagalelei can put up more than 50 points. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think they probably win this game like 31-7, 31-10 kind of deal. Keep it real close to it, but they're not breaking that 49.5.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had some other. The only other one I had, if I was going to change mine and let you take Penn State, I thought about taking the under in Georgia, Clemson, but it was like 48. So I was like, you never know. Georgia put up 45 points or something, So that's why I didn't do that. But yeah, that's our locks of the week. Looking forward to it. Does anybody before we leave? We're going to sign off here in just a second. Right now. You can go with your team if you want. National champion. Who would y'all go with y'all's national champion? Just right now, off the top of your head. Anybody? If y'all had to get, if y'all just want to take a bold a guess here, national champion. As much as I hate them, they got an easy schedule. That's the only thing. I don't want to take Ohio State because they have an easy schedule. That would be where I'm leaning. Or a long shot. Does anybody got a long shot?
They got a real good roster.
Yeah. That's probably who I would go as the favorites, in my opinion. I mean, Georgia, obviously. I would love Georgia to win. We'll see. Bryson, I know you like Ole Miss.
I do, but Lane Kiffin's problem can't win the big ones. I probably got to go Georgia, honestly.
I mean, I think a lot of teams are going to be dealing with depth issues because of this transfer portal, and I think that's going to be Ole Miss's Achilles heel is because of they've used the transfer portal so much that they don't have some stars stacked up for depth like some of the other schools in that conference do. So I just don't know about Ole Miss.
Preston, any long shot or anything you would go with?
Yeah, if I had to go out on a limb and pick one team, I think right now, I think maybe Texas.
Texas. Gotcha. All right. Well, if anybody else has any, he says not Clemson.
I don't know, man. I don't know for a long shot. I don't know. Ask me after week 2 so we can see what some of
I think long shot's kind of tough. I mean, Georgia Tech? No, I'm kidding. After week 0? No, I don't know who I'd go long shot. I mean, I like Missouri, but everybody's high on. I don't know. Everybody's so high on Missouri. I think my long shot would be a team I liked. It would be Kansas, but I don't see them winning a national championship. But if I want to go real long, that's probably who I would go with.
Or Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State. Penn State's just got to get past the big one. They got to get past Ohio State, Michigan. They got to get past those teams. Which this is the year they could do it. We'll see. They're going to have to show us week 1. See if they can get past weaker West Virginia team, I guess. But yeah, appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody coming out in the chat tonight. Everybody showed out in the chat. We're all looking forward to week 1. We are going to be back next Wednesday. Hopefully next Wednesday. We're going to try to do this every Wednesday around 8:30. Go ahead, Josh.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby. Blitz, Bama, blitz.
Breaking news. Montrell Johnson is clear to play against Miami.
I thought he was giving.
So he was questionable. That's big for us.
Some Roll Tide Willie breaking news.
Man, what a legend. The only man I know that puts his foot on fire and grabs balls by his bare hands. Yeah. And he loves beatbox wine. That's his new favorite thing. Shout to Roll Tide Willie. Don't give a piss about nothing about the Tide. Blitz, Bama, blitz. You know what a great guy.
Hey, you know what he says for
shout out to Dave
Alabama
Portnoy.
gymnastics?
Shout out
What-
to Dave Portnoy for taking care of him, looking out for him.
He-
Man,
You know what he says for
Great guy.
Bama gymnastics, right? Flip, Bama, flip.
Apple Podcasts.
Apple. Hey, thank you, Coach Hayes. Like I said, but I'm gonna give a big shout out to Coach Hayes. Right quick, he has helped me a lot in this past week.
What, you like call him like crying or something?
Yeah,
Talking
no,
about Florida's gonna be back?
he called me about we talk almost every day this
What did he
past
tell you?
week.
Florida's gonna run the wing tee?
I mean,
Hey,
he said he'll go down there and coach it if he
When did
wants to.
C&BSports have a segment of the bromance? The bromance
Yeah,
segment.
well, Coach Hayes wants to come on the show. I think we should bring him on the show one
Hey,
time.
Yeah,
hey,
Coach
hey,
Hayes will be.
Coach
I'll
Hayes,
go ahead and mark that in.
all
Black
he's got to do is give y'all or his phone number, give it to me, and I'll call him. He can come in on the show on the phone call.
Yeah, he can. I mean, I can add him in here. I can add him here anytime. If
Okay.
anybody else wants to join the show, we will bring on special
I
guests.
got that app. I got that app now where we can
Yeah.
call somebody.
Yeah, we call somebody. Yeah, or if you have
You gotta have a
questions,
computer or nothing like that.
yeah, we can do that. Or if anybody wants to come on the show for a special guest,
there we
Coach
go.
Hayes, I'll promise Coach Hayes, he will be on the show. Let's find a game. Georgia Southern's got a big game.
We got last game of the season. Is always a good game. Battle of the
We
Rock.
gotta go earlier than that. But
Georgia Southern versus Appalachian State. That's
Yeah.
a great last game. Get after that ass. He's running that wing tee out of Savannah, Georgia. So
Yeah.
it's a great guy.
all right, well, appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, we'll be back next week, hopefully Wednesday around 8:30. Make sure you like, subscribe on YouTube, download and follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe on the TikTok as well.
See Rick Reels.
Or follow whatever it is. Well, that too, and C&B Sports. On there, I am going to post some NFL stuff. We are not doing an NFL show this year. Well, I will be posting some DraftKings picks each week and some bets on there as well.
I am going to try to do some college
Yeah,
prize
Bryson.
picks. But some TikToks or some about prize picks I am going to be doing for the week.
Yeah, so make sure you check out the TikTok.
TikTok.
So, yeah, I think that's it. Appreciate everybody watching. Peace.
God bless our troops and God bless America.
All right, boys and girls, on the live stream. Appreciate everybody coming out. We are going to end it here. I'll make this into a little video for it's going to be a long video. Just take out some of the stuff for YouTube. If anybody wants to go back and watch it without the extra stuff. But yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out tonight.
We had some new viewers tonight.
New viewers, yeah, we did. We've actually gained. I think we've gained 20, 25 subscribers since we started this month. So we've done pretty good. Last year we didn't gain too much, but I think doing the college show, I think that's a good idea. We'll focus more on it. We're here.
Well, check this out, man. I'm gonna let these people know that come to my house for college football Saturdays that they are not allowed unless they subscribe to C&B
You're
Sports.
damn right. You damn right.
There it is.
You want to walk in this damn door, you
You want
better.
to eat some damn cheese dip, boy? You better pull out your phone and go ahead, like and subscribe.
I like it. We will be, and if you are on the live stream still, I am going to go live for some games. Bryson's going to come on too. I'm going to try to go. Well, it won't be this week. I can't do nothing Saturday. I got family.
$5 wings.
There it is. High dollar wings.
Yes,
Go
sir.
live. Hey, we could go live. Me and Bryson were talking about it possibly for the fantasy draft on Sunday, but we do have some other people that's watching that might want to steal our picks. I don't know. I may put mine on the screen. We talked about that, so we may go live for the.
You think you're gonna have a Connor Stallions?
Yeah, we might have you viewing our picks.
Oh man, we can't have that.
Yeah, can't have that.
That's a tainted team. Whoever damn does that, dude.
Yeah, but no. I'll go live. I'm probably going to go live Thursday night football next week. I'm going to try to.
So we are on at 7:30 for our draft. And hey, what is our?
See y'all, my brother. I got to work. I'm going to a game Friday night. I thought about. I don't have to go to a game, but I'm supposed to be going. And I don't know what Bryson's doing. I know Clay will be there.
Hey, aren't we? Refresh my memory. Our fantasy football.
Yeah.
You know, who's the reigning champ of that?
We know who the reigning champ is.
Okay, all right.
The dude that's got the garbage can on his jersey.
Yeah.
On his
So,
shoulder.
but what I don't have is a trophy or a belt or
Yeah,
something.
we do need to get something.
I mean,
Oh, by the way, new addition to the league. RJ Newsom he is in the league, by the way.
welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna go, Ryan. I
It's
don't
on
know.
Yahoo, right? It's on Yahoo, ain't it?
There's not many big
ESPN.
there's not many big high school games this week. I mean, I expect Evans to blow out Grovetown, but a lot of the players, I've had players want me to do video and stuff, so I might go out to Lakeside. I'm supposed to go out
Hometown.
Lakeside plays. I forgot who they play. Some Aiken, I think Aiken or somebody. So
Panthers.
The Braves are about to sweep the Twins, but we're on Yahoo, correct?
ESPN.
ESPN.
Okay.
I did do the random. I'm doing right. By the way, Ryan or Clay, if you're still in here, we're doing random waiver. You leaving, Preston?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here, boys. Y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to y'all in a couple of days.
Peace out. Yeah, Greenbrier Harlan was.
Hey, that man knows.
Yeah, that was great.
He knows high school football now.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one. I went to Evans. Evans beat Thompson, so that was a good game too. But yeah, the Greenbrier Harlem game was good. But yeah, I'm probably at Lakeside.
Dang, I wish Forrest was in town because you could take it. That's a great video. Me and Coach Hayes going back to our stomping ground on the sidelines at Lakeside.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's where I'm probably gonna end up. I'm gonna go out there and shoot some stuff, and I got to write. So, yeah, if dinner was earlier, I tried to get them to do dinner earlier, but we could do it at like 6 o'clock. I'd go.
Go Panthers, baby! Yeah, go Panthers. All turf fields, Columbia County.
But all right. Anything else in the chat before we're gonna hop off the live stream in here in just a minute? I'm gonna edit the.
Not much, man. I don't know. I was just talking, but I'm off tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
How about it?
I got things done. I got things done this week, so I could have a longer weekend because it's a holiday weekend for me.
Who's got number one pick? It's gonna be random. I just did random. I still waiting on one dude to join. If he don't join, I'm gonna have to get one more person.
My father-in-law will probably join.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna ask him tomorrow.
I know he'll join. If not, his brother will.
Yeah, if he don't, he said he wanted to join this other Andy. He said he wanted to still be in it. You know, Andy, Joey's buddy. He said, well, the problem was I was kicking people out, like people that didn't want to be in it. No, Preston's not in it. Preston, he's in too many leagues, so he didn't want to play. He's in a couple.
It's like that. It was like that last year. He didn't.
He didn't. Yeah. Oh well. No, I kicked a few people out because they didn't want to do the waiver wire situation. They didn't like the waiver wire. They want to do no waiver wire, which I said no.
No, that's just not right.
Yeah. But no, the other guy said he still wanted to be in it. So once he joins, if he don't join, I mean, we could up it to 12 if y'all wanted to do 2 more. I mean, if y'all had 2 more people, I could up it to 12.
Well, I can find out tomorrow if
y'all want to up it. I can still up it to 12.
If my father-in-law and his brother want.
All good, Preston. Ain't no worries. I knew you were in the other league, so I wasn't worried about it.
But yeah, I'll ask my father-in-law tomorrow, or I might call him when we get off the phone.
If 11, it's going to be no. I want to see if I'm going to ask him again. I want to make sure he wants.
No, I'm saying that my father-in-law and his brother. So that'll be 2 right there.
Yeah,
and your buddy.
Problem is, hopefully, if the other guy still joins, and then them 2, that would be 12 because we can't do 11. We have to do either 10 or 12. So
is Coach Hayes in there?
No, I didn't. I never did put Coach Hayes in it because Andy wanted to join, and I didn't want to ask. I asked Forrest, but I didn't want to add Forrest. So I mean, I could add Forrest if I also got another guy. Yeah, Forrest could join if what's his name didn't join too. So I just didn't want to ask somebody, and then we only have 11 people, and then they can't join.
That's what. But I mean, I'm going to ask him. I'm going to let him know what the deal is. I'm like,
I'll let you know tomorrow. If he don't respond, I'm gonna have to figure out. I'll get Joe to reach out to him. If not, and see.
Yeah, let me know tomorrow.
Stu at TW.
Oh yeah, Stu.
Not Stu.
Yeah. Y'all, Stu's in it.
Yeah.
He's going to be sending you messages in the chat telling you suck.
Oh, also, I just want to send out thoughts and prayers to the Delta family with those people dying out
All
there.
that. I didn't know about it. My mom was telling me about that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I think 3 people died. They were only reporting 2, but I've seen reports of 3 people that died. That was the main reason I texted you last night, Clay. I just want to make sure you wasn't nowhere near that tire that exploded.
Yeah, mom, they were telling me about it the other day.
Yep. Yesterday. They told you about it yesterday.
Yeah,
Cause
yesterday. I said the other day, yesterday.
I was like, damn, if they told you about it the other day, then they need to make my prize picks. and also for that player from Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
That was sad.
That was a freak accident and really sad.
High school stuff too. I saw somebody high school player.
You know, I mean, that's one reason why I encourage. Well, really not encouraged, but I told my son to band because he likes music a lot, and I'm just like, you know, I don't know about my kids playing football.
I think he was referring to the Delta thing. I don't know exactly what happened. Some tire exploded.
Yeah, some you know, them tires got, I don't know what they got in them, but apparently they didn't follow protocol or something, safety. I don't know. I don't know all the details. All I know is it exploded and it exploded and stuff. Pieces of metal went everywhere, and that's what killed them.
All right, y'all. Whoever's in the chat, appreciate you watching.
Thank
We're gonna
y'all.
head out. Like I said, it'll be on Spotify if nobody didn't fully listen to it, and it's gonna be another video on YouTube. And by the way, if there's a different way I could shorten this, if anybody has any ideas as far as like if y'all want to make it into like a really shorter video as far as the podcast and just keeping the live stream, I can do that too. If anybody has any ideas, but peace out.
Thank you.